cut my music off.
You can have that music.
You know, there's been a lot of rumors and a lot of speculation, and a lot of people are wondering, but now, tonight, you get to find out the truth. First of all, you may be wondering who this gentleman with me is.
Gentleman?
He goes by the name of Big Business Brown, and he is the former owner of the Home Shopping Network, a man who once made a play to own USWA, and now he's going to be my my financial consultant. And we have found some Canadian investors, and tonight I am proud to introduce to all of you people the new owner of Wildside, and it is I, Jeff G. Bailey, your own Wildside deity. I am now the boss of everything. Finally, the National Wrestling Alliance has an owner that they can be proud of, not some morbidly obese used car salesman or some dirty ethnic that doesn't know a damn thing about wrestling. And I know some people are going to say, well, Jeff, what do you know about wrestling? Let me explain something to you. When you've done what I've done, which is winning acquittals for rapists, murderers, and child molesting drug dealers, you come in contact with all the same kind of people you're going to deal with in professional wrestling. So, now, as the owner, I'm going to take on a couple of things that need to be addressed. You know, I've been studying other owners of professional wrestling, and I know that to be great, I have to follow in their footsteps. I know that I have to be kind and caring and considerate to all my wrestlers, just like Cowboy Bill Watts. I understand that there is no sacrifice too great for this business, just like Fritz Von Erich. What? And I know that just like Herb Abrams, there's nobody more important than the owner, and that's me. And so the first order of business is going to be to take care of this one person who has been flouting the drug policy around here. Anyone with a brain can see it. He's trying to gain an unfair advantage, and you all know who I'm talking about. I'm talking about Onyx, because it is obvious that Onyx is on steroids. He has used steroids for a long time now. He's swole up like a big balloon. But you see, Onyx, I'm instituting a steroid policy starting tonight. And I want Nurse Kathy to come up here. Where's our nurse at? And I want you to take this to Onyx and make sure that you watch him do it, because he'll try and switch the urine because he's sneaky like that. I want you to personally watch him urinate in this cup and make sure that it gets to the proper authorities, because Onyx, you're not going to get away with this any longer. You might get to wrestle tonight, but I'll tell you this much, if you don't pass that steroid test, you'll never wrestle in the JGB arena again. Now, business, I know you'd probably like to say something to these people. Go ahead.
Mr. Bailey, first of all, you people had better pay this man the respect he well deserves. I'm telling you right now, if you don't quiet down, Counselor Bailey's gonna sue every one of you.
Counselor? I'm sorry, Dan, I think you and I walked to the wrong show. Where are we?
Let me tell you people something right now. I have the privilege. I'm talking. You shut your mouth before I come. It's all right, okay. Let me tell you people something. It is my honor and my privilege to be the financial strength behind Mr. Jeff G. Bailey. Can I get an amen?
Now, as an owner, I may not be able to be out here with my guys at ringside every time, but I'm not going to let the NWA Elite suffer. So what I'm doing is I'm putting together a support staff. And the first man I've chosen is a man who told you people he would walk away from this building. But I have convinced him to join my team. He is a creative genius. He is a visionary. He is the man singing single-handedly responsible for making World Championship Wrestling and the World Wrestling Federation great. And his name is Ed Ferrara. Now show him the respect he deserves.
That's it. I've gone through the vortex and ended up in hell. I'm in hell, Dan.
I thought we were in a bad episode of Star Trek.
No episode of Star Trek's ever been this bad. Well, maybe Voyager.
God, we are so great.
I can't take all this information. This is bizarre.
I'm scared to death.
Biz damn czar. That's what this is.
First of all, Jeff, Mr. Bailey, I want to personally thank you for recognizing a visionary when you see one.
He's the only one.
And now, if you don't mind, I'd like to address one piece of business that I think was left dangling. When you last saw me,
Yes, he did get his ass kicked.
see, that's exactly why I've always said I have a problem with women in wrestling. But unfortunately, if we could just get some women in this building, it would be a step in the right direction. Now, as I was saying before, I was so rudely interrupted by the cow in the front row. I said a few things in the past about women in wrestling. Now I'm going to say something that you never are going to hear me say again, if you never heard me say before. I was wrong. Women do have a place in wrestling. They do. And I'm going to prove that to all of you tonight. I am going to call out here someone who, after I thought about it, was ultimately responsible for all of the problems that I've had of late. And I am going to give her a very special opportunity. So without further ado, I would like to have Persephane join us here in this ring. Persephane, if you wouldn't mind.
What on earth is happening here? Wow.
I'm at a loss for words.
Now, Persephane, I just have something I want to say to you. All of my problems here of late in Wildside, I take it back to you. But I'm going to give you a very special opportunity here tonight. I am going to give you the opportunity to apologize to me. You can apologize to me, I'll write it off, and we can both go on with our lives. But there's a very special way I want you to apologize to me. So that way I know that you mean it. Persephane, I'm going to allow you to give me a little kiss on my cheek.
Hope you had her shot.
And when you do that, I'll know that you regret what you started. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, I just want you to lay one on me, Persephane, right here. I'm giving you a very special opportunity. Lay one on me.
You want me to lay one on you?
Yes, I do, Persephane. Please, by all means, right here.
Gee, I wonder if you can see this one coming, Dan. Well, Ed Ferrara obviously did.
Now, that's exactly what I thought you would do, darling. But there's a little something that you don't realize. Does this look familiar to you? You see, thanks to Mr. Bailey, I've done a little business deal myself. This is your contract. And now I own it, which means I own you. So now I want you to rethink what you just tried to do, little lady, because I know how much wrestling means to you. I know how much you love being a girl wrestler. And if you ever want to wrestle again, if you ever want to hear these people cheer for you again, you will apologize to me. And not only that, don't forget, I own you. You are going to be attached to my hip. When I say jump, you will say how high. When I call, you will come running, and you will do everything that I tell you to do with a big smile on that pretty face of yours. Because if you do not, you will never wrestle again. So now, let's think about this. Let's be smart about this. I know how much this means to you. One little kiss on the cheek, and we can call it even. I'll still own you, but you might wrestle again one day. The choice is up to you, Persephone. If you want to wrestle, you do what I say when I say it. Now, apologize.
Well, it sort of explains one thing, Dan. Why Ed Ferrara didn't get too much mic time in WCW. Oh my goodness, Persephone plants a wet one on the cheek of Ed Ferrara.
You know, under normal circumstances, I would say that was good, but you know what? I've had better than you, and that wasn't good.
Really?
But
Ed's
don't
been kissed by
worry.
a woman?
I intend on working with you a lot. And you'll get better, if you know what I mean. But I don't think that apology was enough, so what I want you to do now, if you ever want to wrestle again, if you ever want to entertain these fine Wildside fans again. How am I doing? Thank you. Persephone, I want you to kiss my foot. I want you to kiss my foot. And if you don't, you will never put on wrestling tights and wrestling boots again. You will never do anything except what I say. You will do my laundry. You will clean my house. If you want it, come and get it. Do what I say. This is the beginning of a new career for you. I own you. You do what I say. Kiss my foot, and maybe if I feel like it, I'll let you wrestle again someday. Let's see it. Let's see if you mean it. I know, the choice is yours. We don't have all night. We got people lined up back there. If you ever want to wrestle again, all you got to do is get down on your knees in front of me and kiss my foot. We'll think of other things to do later, though.
Persephone is getting down on all fours.
How humiliating for this poor young lady.
About to kiss the foot.
That was fantastic.
Only the second time
Ed
Ed Ferrara's ever been
did
kissed.
such a good job there, darling. I'll see you in the back, and I'll see if I can think of something else for you to kiss, okay? Thank you. Thank you all.
The subtle
What
Ed
an asshole.
Ferrara. They're almost as subtle as you are, Dan. Gee, if I'd have known taking this long, I would have brought my shaving kit.
God bless America and Jeff G. Bailey.